Hey everyone, welcome back. Today I wanted to do a video announcement about a new hashtag I am doing. So this one's going to be a little unique. It's going to be a permanent challenge. So the challenge is the alphabet coloring challenge. Now, I kind of came up with this because as of late I have so many coloring supplies and I keep acquiring more, but I never actually use them. I always go back to like the same like 2 or 3 things, and I want to use the things I bought. So I decided for the alphabet coloring challenge, I would make it so each month I can only color with a medium that either has a brand name or series name that starts with that month's letter. So for August, it planned out perfectly, but August's tag will be A is 4 and then August 21. And that means in the whole month of August, I can only use a medium that has either a brand name that starts with the letter A or the series that starts with the letter A. So I wanted to show you some examples so you kind of understood how this works. If you do participate, remember that August will only be those that start with the letter A. So you must, you can tag me if you've done that. Now the medium itself doesn't count. So like, say we're on the letter W, you can't use watercolor. It has to either be the brand or the series name. So I'm going to show you some examples. I have some Art and Fly, so there's a letter A, watercolors, haven't even opened them, so point proven on my problem. So yeah, Art and Fly starts with the letter A, so I will be using these watercolors this month. All right. Arteza Everblend art markers. Arteza starts with the letter A. I had bought 3 sets of these for Prime Day, so I will be using these for August. Excuse my loud chair. All right, more Art and Fly. I have the 72 count oil pencils and the 24 count portrait. I will actually be swatching and comparing these. They were sent to me by the manufacturer, so I'll be doing some fun stuff anyway this month, but it worked out perfectly because letter A. So I'm like, phew, I can use those. All right. I can also use the Astra Pastel-Lo, or I guess the W is supposed to be said as a V, but I just Pastel-Love, I guess. So these are by Astra, so there's the A. Now, also, when the letter P comes around, which will be quite a few months away, Pastel-Love or Pastel-Lo will qualify for that. So see how that works. So it'll work for two different months. Okay, then here's one where it's the series and not the brand. So these are made by Derwent, but these are my Derwent Artist Pencil. Therefore, they start with the letter A and qualify for it. Now, when I get to the letter D month, I can use all my Derwent products as well. And the reason I'm leaving that rule that way is because not everyone has a ton of coloring supplies. So it wouldn't be really fair if I'm like, no, it must only be the medium or the series name. So it's either the brand or the series. So I get to use my Derwent Artists. I do have a few hair requests with those, so that's most likely where we'll be seeing those this month. Get that out of the way. All right, and then I have Arteza, which I rarely use, but I have these Arteza watercolors that I can use this month. I don't know if I actually will, because I will show you in a second, but they do qualify as an example. Also, for Arteza would be the Arteza Expert colored pencils. So with these, Arteza is the brand, Expert is the series. So when I get to the letter E, I could also use these under E. So see, it does give you a couple options. But yes, I do have some hair series requests with Arteza, so you guys will be seeing that for August because, well, I gotta use Arteza. All right, and here's why I said the Arteza watercolors probably will not get used. they're going up against Albrecht Dürer. So sorry, Arteza. So yeah, Albrecht Dürer watercolor pencils I will be able to use this month. Now, when we come around to the, month with an F, Faber-Castell is on the table again, but I can use just my Albrecht Dürers for this month as well. All right, and then that brings me to my last set of A's. I think I had to seriously go through all my mediums, and I had a lot more A's than I thought I did. So I was like, Amazon Basics colored pencils. I actually have requests to do color alongs and tutorials with these, so this will be a good way to belt those out. So I will be doing these ones as well. So if you have like any Amazon Basics product, whether it's their, markers or whatnot, those work. It doesn't have to just be a pencil. So please broaden, your scope. It can be markers. It can be inks. Like I have Tim Holtz Distress inks. So I'll be able to use Distress inks on the month with the D and T. Stickles. That'll be for the month S, but also I think it says Ranger on them. If it does say Ranger, then month R as well, but I have to double check on those. So basically, just keep that in mind. Like Posca pens will work under P, but also U for uni. So there's a bunch of opportunities. That way you're not like sitting there. Because as I created this challenge, I was thinking, well, shoot, okay, I'm thinking through all the letters, right? And I got to I, and I was like, what do I have for I? And then I realized, okay, I have the Tombow Aerogyptian pencils, but that's it. But then I realized, okay, well, actually I have Distress inks, so I can use the Distress ink because the ink is part of the actual title of the series. So, you have ways to be creative there and have some leeway, because I would hate for someone to have to skip a month or be stuck with a single medium that doesn't really work. Same thing with J. I found myself really struggling with J, and then I remembered, oh, I have a bunch of Jane Davenport watercolors. Now, outside of that, I don't really have any other J's. So you're going to see a lot of Jane Davenport watercolor work when I get to the J month, unless between now and then I acquire something with a J, and I'm still trying to think. So that one might be a little interesting. But yes, so this is called the official alphabet coloring challenge. But if you want to do it along with me, then August kicks off with, A is for August 21, and I will put all this in the description below. And then you can say you start this a few months later, or say you want to start with a different letter. It doesn't matter. You can still use the hashtag alphabet coloring challenge as well. That's why I have 2 tags out, so that say you see this video a couple months from now, but you want to start with the letter A, you can just use the general tag and still be part of it. Or if you are starting along with me, then you can just do that month's tag. So 2 tags in one, but one is kind of time sensitive where the other applies to anything. So it'll be a fun way to kind of force you to use supplies that are in your stash that kind of just sit there and collect dust. I was picking out like my pages for August, and I already found myself like, oh no, what am I going to color? Because I'm working with pencils I don't normally use or mediums I rarely use, but I need to use them because I buy them. So it's getting kind of ridiculous. I keep buying stuff, and then I'm like, I swatch it, I review it, and then I jump back to my Prismacolor. Now, can you use a medium outside of, that month's challenge? For sure. Like say you have a special project that you already have a certain pencil on, like you can do that. I mean, this is not rigid by any means. The whole point is to just get you out of your comfort zone and get you using mediums that you haven't used, enough. Like I can't even remember the last time I used my Amazon Basics. I haven't used my Albrecht Dürer in any coloring pages. I've only swatched them. So, it's kind of one of those things where it's like, gosh, out of this pile of A's, I can honestly tell you a lot of these I haven't even used. I mean, some of them I haven't even opened. They're in plastic. So yes, this month will be quite interesting, but that'll be fun. I get to practice techniques. I can do more tutorials with those things. So it's going to be a fun month. I've shown you my letter A's, and then I think each month when I have the new letter of the month tag, I'll kind of show you what I have to work with just so you can get an idea of what qualifies. But like I said, as long as it's in the brand name or the series name for that letter, you can use it. That way you're not completely stifled, because like I said, I know not everyone has 20-something pencil collection, so as long as you can find it, it just has to start with that letter. So you couldn't say letter A month and say Faber-Castell qualifies for letter A with your polychromos because there's an A in the name. It has to start somewhere with that letter. Got to put some rules in there, but other than that, free reign. So yeah, guys, let me know in the comments below if you plan to participate, what you think. Honestly, it's not a big deal if anyone doesn't want to participate. It would be fun, of course, but this is really a challenge for myself, and I'm making it public, so I'm held publicly accountable. So you better believe my August completed pages has some of these brands. I will have my one page from Flowerscape that I do in Prismacolor, but that book is being done in only Prisma, but that's an example. I have a special project with a special pencil. I'm going to deviate on that one, but anything else I color in the month of August must be done with something with the letter A. So it'll be a fun little challenge. I hope you guys join me. If not, I'm still challenging myself, but yes, do tag me on Instagram. I may make a video for the monthly tag. I don't think I'll make a general video for the alphabet challenge, but if you are participating along with me, definitely use the tag, A is for August 21, and I will make sure to follow that tag on Instagram and make a video of those ones at the end of August for everyone to see. So you'll need to tag me letting me know the medium you used, just so I can show that it's a letter A. And I can't wait to see the creativity that people come up with. And it can be anything. It does not have to be a colored pencil. It doesn't even have to be a marker. It could be a brand of paints. It could be inks. It could be paste. I mean, there's lunar paste. I mean, there's so many mixed media products out there. Please don't think you have to use a colored pencil brand. In fact, I want you to branch out. Look through all your craft supplies. I mean, for the letter W, I plan to use washi tape. So keep that in mind, guys. I mean, you can be as creative as you want here. So that's what I want. I want everyone to stop and, branch out, use mediums in their collection they don't normally use, and even find something wacky and fun. Who knows, maybe throughout the month I'll find something oddball that starts with the letter A that I can use. Problem is I'm kind of drawing a blank as I sat here going through everything. But that's the fun in it. I can't wait to see what people come up with and end up using. So again, you are not limited to actual just pencils or markers for coloring. You can use whatever medium as long as it qualifies with that letter. Okay, I think I've explained it enough. If you have questions, just leave them in the comments below, but I'm pretty sure I covered all the bases. So remember, the challenge tag is separate from the monthly tag, but they come together. So the challenge is just alphabet coloring challenge. So if you start it whenever, you can always use that tag, and then you can participate in the monthly one. And yeah, guys, I am looking forward to doing the alphabet challenge. I think it's gonna be a lot of fun. I'm kind of nervous. I have to do hair with artists and Arteza, which I don't normally do, but it'll be interesting. Yeah, I mean, we'll see how this goes. I'm locked in though, from here on out. But like I said, if for some reason you have to jump into a favorite medium or something, that's fine too. I'm not saying like hate your life because you're stuck with all A's this month, but I just want you to branch out and at least try to use one medium with the letter A, or do as all of them if you want. It's up to you. So thank you guys so much for watching this. I can't wait to see what you guys come up with. I can't wait to see what I figure out. Until then, take care.